Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today the steppes are aflame with the sounds of war as Hera, playing as the Mongols in blue, gets ready to take on Mr. Yo, playing as the Tatars in red. Now all the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings. Ooh, did he miss the turkey? He missed the turkey. Sour. And try to go up to feudal as fast as possible. Let's take a look at the Civ matchup we'll be watching today. Now, the Mongols are an incredibly fast cavalry-centric civilization. Their scout cav units come with extra line of sight. Their cav archers fire faster. Their light cav, their hussars, and their steppe lancers all come with 30% more HP. And their unique unit, the Mangadai, is a fast-firing, quick cavalry archer unit with an attack bonus against siege units. Now, to keep up with their horsey units on the field of battle, their siege units can actually be upgraded to move 50% faster. Now, to support their military endeavors, Mongol hunters do work faster, and their houses can actually be upgraded so that they do not lose population space if and when they get destroyed. Now, across the grass, we've got Mr. Yo playing as the Tatars in red. Did Hera just take his turkeys? Did Hera just take the turkeys that Mr. Yo... Oh my god. Not only is Hera taking the turkeys, he's also, I think, taking a deer. These deer belong to the Tatar. I think these are the deer for the Mongol. Oh, damn. Well, there you go. All's fair in love and war. Hera here, our Mongol. Those hunters are going to have a fun time working 40% faster with these deers. And especially the two turkey. This is 340 food that our Tatar just lost. And I don't know if he knows about it. Oh, sour. Sour. Now he discovers that there is nothing here in any event, okay? A very fun start to the game already. Our Tatar is a civ that does whatever it can to push its players towards mounted units. Their cav archers come with extra line of sight. They do get Parthian tactics and thumb ring for free. Some of their mounted units can be upgraded to get extra armor. I am referring to scout cavalry line units, steppe lancers, and cav archers. And their first unique unit is the Keshik. This is a medium infantry unit that actually generates gold every time it pokes and prods an enemy unit, which can be very, very helpful in the late game when this stuff becomes very, very scarce as the game goes on. Now, once your army is out on the field of battle, very important for the Tatars to take the high ground, because instead of the usual 25% extra damage, their units deal 50% extra damage, which becomes even more important in the later stage of the game when Trebs come out, because the Tatars can actually upgrade their Trebs to have +2 range, which when fully upgraded means that Tatar Trebs come with 19 frickin' range, which is just bonkers. Now, to help feed a hungry cavalry-based army, Tatar herdables do contain 50% more food, and starting in Castle Age, any new town center spawns 2 sheep for free. So we'll see if Mr. Yo makes up for those 2 sheep that he lost over here. Our Mongol, gobble, 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 has been eating a good share of food. Let's take a look at the map while the players continue expanding their settlements. Our Mongol basically open to the front, to the sides, a few good wood lines, primary gold nice and secure in the back, primary stone a little bit exposed at the front, a nice hill area in the center of the map right between the 2 bases, which might benefit the Tatar. But we'll see. Let's take a look at his base. Primary stone in almost a heart shape, just missing one more tile over here, and then it'll be like a Minecraft heart. In the very forward position, primary stone also kind of in the forward side, already forming part of the wall off. So mining this might be a little bit dangerous for Mr. Yo, but he's got a wood line to the back and a few wood lines off to the side. So the forward portion of his base, a little bit easier to wall off. Although it does expose his 2 primary resources, secondary resources are all off campus, very far away. And now he's pushing deer. Oh, maybe those weren't his deer. I think those were his deer. I could be wrong. Hera, by the way. I don't know if Hera realized that he took Mr. Yo's turkeys, or maybe I'm wrong, but I think he's missed scouting over here. No, that's very uncharacteristic for Hera. Look at that. He's seen the turkey. So he knows there's extra food here. Now I'm very confused. Did he take his deer or not? Let me know in the comments below. Were these Mr. Yo's deer? Or was it one of his deer? Or was it just a neutral deer in the middle of the map? Those turkeys definitely did belong to Mr. Yo, though, right? I'm not losing my mind entirely. In any event, both players heading up to Feudal. It'll be our Mongol, who will have about a 20 or so second advantage, 25-second advantage. Let's see if Hera has discovered where his opponent is. No, he has not. He rolled the dice. He went south. The dice came up heads. He went left. Had it come up tails, he would have gone right. Mr. Yo also hasn't even bothered exploring the map just yet, although we see him making a beeline straight for Hera's base. Oh, okay. Alters course right at the last second. We hit Feudal. Scout in the stats get a little bit better, including their line of sight. And so now he sees where his opponent is, Hera. Oh, no. 2 out of 3 wrong guesses. First, he went to the 6 o'clock position. Then he went to the 9 o'clock position. Now he's going to go to the 3 o'clock position, although probably like 4:30. And he's going to discover this is where his opponent is. Okay, now he sees the wall off. He knows exactly where his opponent is. He must be super pissed. Although maybe that's the Age of Empires karma for taking your opponent's sheep and possibly, question mark, their deer? I'm not too sure what's going on here with the deer. Those might have been Hera's. I thought these were Hera's deer over here. Well, there's a whole group of them here. In any event, let's stop talking about the deer. Let's start focusing on the military, because we've got a spearman here cutting off a scout. Gets 1 poke off immediately. 18 HP. Yuck. Down the shitter. Look at that attack bonus against cavalry. Plus 15. You want to be very, very weary of running into a spearman. Although when you outnumber him 4-1, may not be a bad idea. Let's see if Hera decides to engage. At the same time, Mr. Yo circles his opponent's base. Sees kind of the periphery, sees a little bit of what's going on, and probably will continue to do so. We'll see if he actually pokes into the ooey gooey center of the base. But he himself, take a look at this, completely walled himself in. This is a player, this is what Mr. Yo does. It's a player that is, you know, I've called him the king of holds, and we'll see if Hera is aggressive here. I mean, the posturing from Hera, the archery range, the stable, all in the very forward position as part of the wall off, suggest that he wants to be aggressive. By the way, is this walled off? This looks like there's a tile difference here, right? I don't see, I'm highlighting it all. Usually it would tell me if there's a palisade between them, but no, doesn't look like that's fully walled off there for our Mongol. But does he care? He is housed for a temporary quick second. His army supply 7-4. Still no kills, although it looks like Mr. Yo would have taken that fight, especially with the high ground. Remember that attack of a 5 becomes a 7.5, which I don't know how exactly the rounding works in this game. 7.5. I don't know when it's 0.5. If it's a random toss of the coin, does it go to 7 or does it go to 8, or does it go to 7.5 and then the next attack removes another 7.5 to go to 15? Definitely something I need to look into. Fletching for our Mongol, who moves forward with 4 skirmishers. 3 of them already here. 1 more, I'm assuming it's the slow-moving dot. Yes, it is. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Talk about aggressive. Okay, Mr. Yo is going to get a chance to prove himself and how well he holds here. And this is exactly the problem with using forward resources as part of your wall off. The opponent can just plop down a tower. Hera might want to just move this back a tile. Okay, maybe not. Might just want to move the villagers. And now Mr. Yo's gold mining is basically done. He's got no gold. This one's off campus. This one's off campus. This one's, I mean, going to be targeted down by the tower, I'm assuming. And he continues to try to bust his way in. Does our Mongol with a, oh my god, look at this guy with 1 HP. Villagers get inside here. They're going to do a good job attacking the villagers on the low ground. And that's it. Mr. Yo, 0 villagers on gold. I don't know how he plans on getting gold. He sees the secondary. He hasn't seen the tertiary just yet. Oh, that's very sour. Look at that. Look how close it is to the vision that he got with his scout. Barracks comes under attack. Villagers moving forward, although now they have axes in their hands. Okay. Commands keep changing, shifting, and now the name of the game is hold this barracks and destroy the tower. If he can do that. Okay. Hera is making himself at home. This is not a one and done tower push. This is a player who is now teefing the secondary stone of his opponent. Primary stone being mined here. Oh no, again. Not a tower, but skirmishers. Always be careful. ABC. Always be careful with your primary mineral patches. Resource patches, whatever you want to call them. Okay, for some reason Hera reduces the pressure on here, even though he can very easily stop the stone mining as well with these skirmishers. Although maybe only temporarily, as Mr. Yo's army count now at 13 to 9 and is also pushing out. And Hera's tower has fallen. Oh, is he going to scout the stone miners? Is he going to scout the stone miners? No, he goes straight for the army. Oh, look at this Hera, suspecting that his opponent is going to find out about his thievery. Already runs away with the villagers. Not really necessary, but, you know, kudos to him for preemptively protecting his villagers. 2 skirmishers lie dead on the retreat. A third will join them right as I say it. A fourth as well, probably. One more whack. There it goes. Maybe a fifth even. No, the fifth is too close to the town center. But 4 skirmishers for literally nothing. And here we go. Hera's scouts retreat to the south. Their HP is absolutely terrible. Again, there's one guy with 1 HP. What the hell is he going to do? He is so sick. The best he can hope for is to cough on some of these archers and hope that they later get sick. But look at this. Mr. Yo says, you try to lame my primary gold? LOL, I am going to lame yours. Hera's secondary gold very far off campus. He knows where it is. He's seen his tertiary gold as well. Again, gobble gobble, still unclaimed. And now Mr. Yo is moving in. Army count 13 to 5. But Hera's heading up to Castle Age. Mr. Yo still 200 and so food away. And now he chooses to fight. Takes down a scout. But now he's trapped in here. Has to delete his own house. These are kill zones. Man, oh man. Age of Empires, the double-edged sword game. In early game, when there are only melee units, this is a beautiful wall off to protect your lumberjacks. In feudal and onwards, it is the exact opposite. It is a kill zone. Okay, scouts might want to move towards the archers, or at least wait till the archers join them. Here we go. Archers moving in very close. They do not want to miss these villagers. That is a sour loss for Hera. Holy sh... Mr. Yo, 11 villager kills. Hera, 1 villager kill. And now Mr. Yo claims the gobbles. Let's see what he does with them. Does he even care at this point? He's already going up to castle, but more than 2 minutes behind his opponent, who is now building a market, training more scout cavalry units. Look at Hera's resources. Non-existent. His villager count, he's down 15 villagers. This was an absolute disaster for him. And Mr. Yo, look at that. 7 kills, 5 of them economic, 4 kills, 3 of them economic. But our Mongol isn't done yet. The HP on these guys is... okay, well, one of them is basically dead. The others... the others are fine. But moving forward with even more villagers... Oh, look at Hera's stone. I was wondering why he's bringing all these farmers forward. 615 stone. Mr. Yo continues to hang around in the back here. Got himself a jaguar. Might want to get home. He has 12 army count, of which 8 is here, which means there's only 4 to defend against this castle. And this castle 100% is going up. Which means yet again, Mr. Yo's primary gold is absolutely in jeopardy. Hera says, you know what? I don't see any attacking army here. I don't see anyone trying to stop me. I might as well keep mining some stone. I don't need all of these villagers to build this. But now Mr. Yo is in castle himself. He himself has 662 stone, which is what you get when you've been mining stone since basically the beginning of the game. Scout, here we go. The light cav with the extra HP. Remember, these guys get 30% more HP. So the base of a 60 adds another 18, and then bloodlines adds another 20, and now husbandry will make them move lightning fast. Castle to defend. So Mr. Yo, I see he's expanded to this gold pile. He's got 160 wood. Archers are now crossbows. Ooh, Hera's got to be careful here. Armor only +1/+1. He reclaims the turkeys, and now he must be shaking his head. If this, you know, I didn't watch him play this game live. Sometimes I watch him stream. I'm pretty sure during the stream he would have said something like, oh shit, why didn't I take these turkeys? Mr. Yo's probably saying, oh shit, why am I not on the high ground? I do 50% more damage. So my 7 attack becomes what, a 10.5? Now Mr. Yo, also calm and cool, collected, using only 8 villagers to build his castle, knowing that there's not much that this one castle can do here. There's no villagers, a little bit of infrastructure, but nothing that can't be rebuilt. Hera, second town center going up. Mr. Yo, the exact same thing. Okay, so that's why he wasn't building a mining camp. He was waiting to get the wood for a town center. And now he cleans up all of the archers, but not without a loss here. And he moves out yet again. More crossbows coming in. Oh, they're going to get slaughtered by these light cav. The one with the 5 HP moves away. 98 HP on light cav. Goodness gracious, that is ridiculous. And we've got Keshiks on the menu. Oh, you love to see it. Yeah, these crossbows don't stand a chance. Do you see a single blue body anywhere on the ground here? No, you don't. Because they, yeah, again, crossbow versus light cav, especially when they're outnumbered, what, 2 to 1? Ark of the Covenant gets lowered into its secret hiding place here as a monastery goes up. Is this for relics? Is this to heal his units? I mean, look at this. Look at 139 HP out of 490 is not a good amount of HP, but now the gold-clad Keshiks are here. 130 HP for them. Light cav upgrade for our Tatar as well. Forging scale barding armor. So we are going to see a cavalry on cavalry war here. Light cav are inside here. Remember, they don't add any extra arrows. Only archer units and, well, I should say ranged units and villagers. And if you're a Teuton, infantry as well, but never cavalry. Both players penetrate each other's bases. There's like random cav archer here. 2 of them, 2 more being built. Okay, so our Tatar is going for speed and mobility, and there's the free sheep that were spawned by the extra town centers. That is why you see sheep here on the map with turkeys. And those turkeys finally sent to Hera's base at the 29-minute mark of the game. Camels are out. Okay. He sees the Keshik, he sees the Cav archers. Camels are probably one of the few units at this stage of the game, if not the only unit in the game, except for maybe Light Cav, that can actually catch up to these fast-moving Cav archers that move at a 1.54. And now the Keshiks are poking and prodding. The gold will go up 1 unit at a time as they do. A 3rd town center going up for our Mongol. Oh my goodness, he depleted the entire stone pile, the entire secondary stone pile. Mr. Yo thinks there's still stone here. Oh my goodness. That is hilarious. But look at villager count. You know what? Hera has not fallen behind. He was down 15 villagers before. He's down about 14 or 15 now, which is not the end of the world. Ballistics for our Tatar, who has how many Cav archers? 8 Cav archers, and now the Keshiks also poking and prodding. Do they get any money for killing a jaguar? No, they do not. I don't think they do, right? I think it's only enemy units, not wildlife on the map like deer, and otherwise Keshiks would just be roaming around the map looking for jaguar kills to add a bit more, you know, gold to the bank. But here comes the Tatar army. This is where I suspect Mr. Yo clicks raiding party, and in they move. Nothing that Hera has here can engage into this except maybe 2 monks and 2 camels. The monks are doing their best. They get 1 Keshik. They only get 1 Keshik. But Red's army is swarming over this. 18 army count to 6. I don't know that Hera can hold on here. All of his resources are in the forward-facing position, and he gets caught out. He gets caught out moving to build a 4th town center here. And oh goodness, oh, there's 4 Cav archers heading his way. At the same time, his Light Cav are in full retreat. 1.54 movement speed for the Keshik means that the Light Cav can run circles around them, but they need to be micro. They can't just stop here. And finally, the low HP on these units betrays Hera, who loses all of his villagers here. Yeah, not surprised. Wow, the mobility of the Tatars on full frickin' display here. Mr. Yo is just everywhere with his units. Look at his map vision. He sees the northern perimeter. He sees the central perimeter. This is where all the military infrastructure is, by the way. There's nothing here. There's no barracks, no stable, no archery range, no castle, no nothing. all of it is here, and that's exactly where Mr. Yo places himself, so that the second any units come out of these structures, he is going to know about them immediately. Catches Hera here trying to build a sneaky town center. I mean, Hera had no choice. Where are you going to build a town center here? You can't build it anywhere on this hill. You can't build it on the low ground. That's just a waste. This is a mining camp location if I've ever seen one. The castle's still firing at each other. Mr. Yo still thinks there's stone here. But wow, fantastic moves out of both players. Hera teefing the stone, plopping down a castle right also, by the way, at the time where all the infrastructure of his opponent was. But unfortunately for him, a stable and archery range are built in the backwards position. More archery ranges here and more cav archers being trained. Villager count, now that there's more and more kills, is huge. 23 villager kill difference, which, by the way, take a look. Mr. Yo has killed 22 villagers. So had he not killed those villagers, Hera would basically be on par, because Hera also killed 2, which would reduce this to 81. And 22, Hera would actually have 1 villager more had they not killed each other's villagers. But, you know, whatever. That's maybe that's a game in a different part of the multiverse. In the universe where we live right now, Keshiks are chasing the hell out of these light cav, and the light cav, unfortunately, are leading the Keshiks straight into here. And there's nothing these light cav can do to defend. 66 HP. I mean, maybe they can gang up on this guy, but not before his friends show up. Maybe this guy too. These Keshiks are also starting to run low on HP. Look at that, 300 out of 780. But wow, Mr. Yo with the mobility, 15 cav archers, 16 light cav, both of them. Hera, of course, with his usual 200 to 300 APM towards the later stage of the game. Mr. Yo right at the beginning. Economy, I can't see them being too different. Yeah, about 10% different, 15% difference. No relics, no gold, no nothing. All the resources going in favor of our Tatar. Stone, barely more. Gold, about 1,300 more. Food, less than 1,000 more. And wood, just under 1,500 more, which he used to build all of these units. So 23 army count to 4. And again, mobility, and map vision, except of course, here. Oh, Mr. Yo, if he ever rewatches this game, you know, these guys play so many games. They're so good at it. I don't know if they actually rewatch any games, or if they, at the end of the game, if they take a look. Sometimes I've seen Hera, and I've actually seen Mr. Yo as well, take a look around the map afterwards if they suspect something happened. But I don't think they're going to do that in this case for the stone. I mean, Hera knows he took it. Mr. Yo doesn't. Let me know in the comments what you think. Were these Mr. Yo's deer, or were his deer over here? I think these are way too far from his town center to be his deer. I think these ones were his. And Hera took 340 food out of the mouth of our Tatar, but our Tatar doesn't give a flying anything, because 2 extra town centers mean 2 extra sheep, or rather 4 extra sheep. And remember, Tatar herdables contain 50% more food. So those 4 sheep are kind of like 6 sheep, which Mr. Yo used to build the Keshik, which Mr. Yo used to overrun his opponent. And he, man, oh man, did he sniff out that there was a bit of a side base being built here with this light cav. And again, the mobility, the speed of the Tatars on full display. Using that, Mr. Yo gets the W, but GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.